Hello, beautiful cosmic soul tribe, and welcome to our channel. You are with Brandy today, and I am going to share some insights with you for our weekly energy update. So, this is for November 16th. How is everybody feeling? We still have the sun in Scorpio. So, yeah, this week we have the sun in Scorpio moving through the last degrees of that sign in Scorpio. We also have some beautiful energy shifts here this week that you may have been already feeling. I know I feel some sort of lightness in the air, and it kind of feels good. It feels good to my heart because Venus is transiting into the sign of Sagittarius this week. That is happening on the 16th or 17th, depending on, 16th, sorry, depending on where you are. And then we have also Mercury just trailing right behind. And Mercury is entering Sagittarius as well. So we're going to be feeling some of that fiery Sagittarius growth oriented, exploration oriented, and around more of our truths and our beliefs. And there's just going to be such a nicer feeling coming out of the intense Scorpio season we've been in. Don't get me wrong, I really love Scorpio season. It has been asking us to go to the depths of our soul. Really, that is what it is. I have personally found it intense, but I really embrace it because I really, like you, consciously want to evolve and grow. And so this channel is really meant to help cosmic souls like you who are on the path, the soul path, the path of growth, the evolutionary intention of your soul, to really connect with that, right? And to move into the direction of your soul's calling is what we do here to help you, and we often will say the path paver, right? Because at the end of the day, we are the path paver. We are the ones who will consciously evolve and grow, from our sense of self, to hopefully help and inspire the rest of the path forward in that direction. So so Scorpio, it's been an intense season. We've been asked to go to our depth, to really go deeper into our truths, to find some hidden meaning as well, I'm feeling. And it's a very healing and transformative transit when the sun moves through Scorpio. And then we have the South Node in Scorpio, we had Venus and Mercury moving through Scorpio. So there was a lot as well of letting go. We've been talking about that on this channel for quite a bit. So here, I feel as we this week, it's kind of like a transit week, because we're still moving through or finishing up some of those themes that we've been working on, some of those truths that have been coming to light, some things that we've been suppressing. So I know for me, it's been an emotional week. I've had a lot of release because I've held space for my frustration. I've held space for kind of where my soul wet. My soul was heavy. I felt my soul was hurting. And there's just certain things that have come up to light, and I've allowed space for that this week. And I've had someone hold space for me too. So that is just so healing in itself. We heal through connection with other people. And when we can have someone fully hold that space, especially for that emotional, Scorpio is a lot about our emotions and in coming in to that deepest connection with ourselves. And it's just truly, truly, it is transformative. And I feel now this transition week here is helping us lighten our hearts up, and get a new spark, where it's like a new spark because of that fiery energy of Sagittarius. We're kind of coming in touch with our dreams and what truly matters to us, and seeing something from a higher perspective is what I'm feeling this transition coming into Sagittarius season. So Sagittarius season, the sun will enter Sagittarius on November 22nd. So we'll have a video ready for you around a bit explaining of what we're going to be really growing through Sagittarius season, what that means, and then we're going to have our new moon in Sagittarius with Jupiter going direct on the 23rd of November, which is going to be we'll also have some content about that for you. But in the meantime, you'll still hear this week around the Sagittarian themes, because this week is actually getting us ready for that new moon in Sagittarius, for that Jupiter going direct. So yes, so we have Venus and Mercury moving into Sagittarius. So we're already coming into those themes. We have the moon, I believe the third quarter square moon, she's in Leo today. So again, that fiery energy coming up. And yeah, so I feel the Venus in Sag. Where are my notes? Because I just want to, I don't want to forget what yes, what did I write here? I feel that we're she's getting us ready to I feel that Venus and Sag here this week is like, we're going to be feeling a little bit more sparked creatively around what truly inspires us. I think there's a feeling that she brings in of more lightness and fun and play and adventure, and maybe broadening our horizons. Okay, which Venus, I feel that it is she wants to support her dreams. So this week you might be feeling kind of like a renewed sense of hope around your dreams, around your goals, around your needs. Venus is, from an evolutionary astrology perspective, is how you relate to yourself and then come out and relate to others, and how you take care of that inner relationship that you have, and so that you can feel that you feel worthy, and that you can go out and exchange with the world. And I feel here yeah, there's just some brightness and some lightness coming out with her transit in Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is also going to be in Sagittarius, as I mentioned, from the 17th of November till December 6th. And I feel here Mercury, when you look at astrology, they'll say Mercury is kind of in his opposite sign. He's in his detriment, but I don't feel it that way. I feel Mercury here is learning to be optimistic in Sagittarius, and he's learning to expand his intuition, because Mercury is our logic side. It's how we gather information, and it's the way we then share that information. It's how we connect with our left brain functions. And we all have Mercury at a different spot in our personal birth charts, right? To learn how do we take in information? How do we communicate? What's important to us in that way? And here Mercury in Sagittarius wants to learn. And I feel it's a great spot, because it will allow our right brain function, which is Sagittarius, Jupiter, to expand in a more natural, intuitive way. And then it will gather that information until December 6th for us, and allow our intuition, allow our right brain to come through a little more here. And expand our perspective. So we'll talk more about that for Sagittarius season, where there's something that we've come to. So it's still that transition week again, like I said, because maybe for you, these truths are still coming to light. You're still coming to an understanding. Maybe you're defining it better. Maybe you're still transmuting something. And then when we shift into the energy of Sagittarius season, we're going to take that truth and broaden it, expand it, see how we can build upon it, see how we can grow it, more in alignment with our dreams here. I feel that it's a big alignment with our dreams. We have the outer planets here, the outer planet activities. We have Jupiter retrograde in Pisces, and as I mentioned, on the new moon, it's making a move here. It's stationing direct, and it will move back direct, going through the last degrees of Pisces and back into Aries. So there's something here that we're meant to connect with this week and next week, that is, we're going to be connecting with something to bring it forward. So there's a new perspective. There's definitely an energy shift here, some expansion. Yeah, I'm feeling the expansion, definitely. And to finalize what I wanted to say around like Mercury being there until December, and we still have Mars retrograde. Mars retrograde in Gemini, and Mercury rules Gemini. So I feel there's just like this helpful energy here, but it could still feel a little confusing. But what I'm feeling here is that Mars and Gemini is an air sign, Mercury's an air sign, okay? And I feel the air coming in with the fire here is, remember we discussed in a previous video about Mars going retrograde in the sign of Gemini, that we might be feeling this slowdown, okay? This slowdown around how we're taking action with the information we have. We might be retracting a little bit. We might be missing pieces. Well, I feel here that slowdown of energy. It's like, imagine the wind. So the wind is blowing, 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 because Mercury and Gemini, it's a fast moving energy. But it's like the air, the wind has come to some sort of stillness. So we can come in and in Sagittarius, Mercury and Sagittarius, feel it intuitively, kind of what the message from that Mars retrograde, what is that message in Mercury? What is it that we need to connect with at a mental level here? And by understanding the fire within us, that spark, whatever is coming to light, there's a spark within that, a new spark. And that fire is Sagittarius. So it's like the wind is calm so that you can feel the fire within, okay? So that the fire element is more in your awareness right now, because then the wind will blow eventually, and it will get even, like with, especially with Jupiter moving into Aries sometime in December, you know, everything is going to feel more forward movement. So right now I feel that it's about expanding our sparks of inspiration right now, and maybe getting ready to take some sort of leap, okay, into viewing something new, to seeing it from new perspective. I feel that Mars retrograde is just helping us simplify, because, you know, in Gemini, it can feel like we have lots of options, lots of way to go. And if we're always here remembering on this channel, in our videos, we speak about growth and soul's evolution, and from the soul's perspective, right? And if we can just remember that all of what we're moving through is to get us into alignment with the direction of our soul's vision, our soul's intention, our soul's purpose, our soul's calling. So we want to focus here and tap into that heart space that feels this energy of we're being directed. And so yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling with that. I'd love for you to comment, you know, what you are feeling, what's coming up for you, what came out of the depths of Scorpio. We are still there. You are still in Scorpio season for a week or so here. But yeah, there's just some interesting energy. Okay, you know, all around us, there's just such a mix. Saturn's still in Aquarius. We have Neptune in Pisces, Uranus in Taurus, and Pluto in Capricorn. All those outer planets are still slowly moving. The bigger direction is happening, like in the background. While this week, you know, in the weekly forecast or energy updates, we'll talk a little bit more of what's happening, like in the forefront, but just remember in the background that there's a huge complete shift that we're moving through, and we're still having our North Node in Taurus, where everything that we're learning and growing through right now is always helping us, steer us in the direction of self-reliance and coming more into our self-worth. So we have to always remember those underlining themes. And then yeah, so just an interesting week overall. I'm feeling a renewed sense of hope. I'm still feeling that there's a lot of deep emotions needing to resurface, to come to light, to have a look at. It can feel really heavy. It depends where you're at in your own personal growth. I know for me, I've really also feel that I'm going through a different layer of my own awakening, which is just part of evolving, things coming more to light, things that especially like with Sagittarius, as we transition into that energy, it's like new ways of seeing things. That is awakening. It's just a new way of seeing things, of viewing things. And with Mercury in there, and it's like new ways of thinking as well. And Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, helps us expand and grow our views, our beliefs. So I'll talk about more about that for sure in the next videos, but that's kind of what I wanted to touch base on for you this week. And what else? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I wanted to share with you. I think that's it. So we're going to leave it at that for this week. I'm going to go do the part 2 where I'm going to share my intuitive guidance for our membership community. Oh, we would love to have you part of that. Consider it, because right now we are still like in the last phase of our beta phase, basically. So if you join us now, you'll be grandfathered in at that price. The link is below. And please remember to like, share, or subscribe, because Jess and I really have a mission to get our message out there and to help more people awaken to their own transformation, awaken to their own growth. And like for us, it's about, you know, the soul path, connecting to the soul, because the soul is our true north. The soul shows us the direction we need to go in to really connect with that calling that, you know, we have as individuals here, individual souls having a human journey. You know, it is all about our growth and evolution and coming into more of our authentic calling, our authentic self, basically, right? So we really help you navigate that with more direction and clarity, and we go even deeper in the membership. So yes, we'll leave it at that, and we will wish you a great week. And what's happening in our membership this week? Yeah, so today we have an intuitive guidance call where we sync up, we meet up on Zoom. We have a live discussion. You get access to Jess and I. We answer all your birth chart questions, anything you have. Also, just if you're going through anything in your life right now, because I'm sure you are, we are in a really big collective shift as well. So anything that you're going through that you feel stuck on, or you need direction and guidance and clarity on, we answer those questions. So we have a call like that today. And then we have our energy attunement for the new moon next week. We will be delivering that to where it's really about coming into attuning to the energies so that you can really understand and make sense of the energy and find that direction and set your new intention for that cycle coming up. All right, like always, lots of love and flow, and we'll see you. Thanks for being here, guys, really. And yeah, help us grow this channel by sharing it, whatever, whoever you think needs this direction and this guidance. And yes, we'll see you in the next. Thanks.